Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Happy Monday. Your girl, I'm catching up on all the lives that I missed over the weekend. So here we are. I started this live early. I know some of y'all were looking for it at 5:30. I apologize if I made you all a part of the rewatch gang, but I I put a hole in my schedule. Hold on, I'm trying to. Okay, I clicked on it. I put a hole in my schedule because I had planned on seasoning up my food and cutting up, chopping my food, getting prepared for the football game tonight. But I end up doing that earlier. And so I said, I'm just going to string all these lives right along because I don't want to take a break and cook, do lives, and then my food be cold. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So if you're on the rewatch gang because you thought Potomac was going to be at 5:30, I apologize. But I'm just getting these up and out the way. With that being said, let's jump right into it. Um, this week's episode of Potomac, I needed to move along. I needed to move along. Let's pick it up where it left off. Karen butt out Mia and her friend Joy and said, "These girls think I'm with Ray, but I'm really with you," whatever she said. Karen said, "When did I say?" Apparently the hangout happened 3 years ago. So they're like, "Mia, why you wait 3 years to throw this back in Karen's face?" Especially since you've been throwing Karen's cheat in her face every season. Like 1 year she was with somebody in the bathroom. You done heard last year you was throwing out rumors when you was sitting on it. You was sitting on some true tea. And then they said, "Oh, well, Mia didn't want to say anything until Joy was around." But then Mia says, "Oh, but you talked about my friend Jacqueline. You called her a liar, so I had to throw something in your face." Girl, you called your friend Jacqueline a liar. You said Jacqueline lied about how she got that Porsche. Jacqueline lied about insinuating she slept with Gordon. Jacqueline lied about the nanny situation. Like, you called your friend Jacqueline a liar. But now you want to be, let's save Jacqueline again. Look, Karen, you didn't do yourself any Karen, you didn't do yourself any favors defending this phone call. Number one, you the first thing you said, "Well, was I drunk?" Ma'am, you just dragged this lady last episode for telling everybody she called you or you called her or whoever called and you was on the phone drunk. You was all in your feelings, but here you go. "But was I drunk?" And it was like, "Yeah, we had drinks." And then you proceed, Karen, you then proceed to say, "Yeah, I was drunk. I got in the car and drove off, but then I pulled over and called the driver." Karen, you shouldn't have did this show. I don't know how bad you and Ray might need this check. It seemed like Ray has a good retirement package. I think you could have took a season off, or at least a half a season off. At least until your first court date or something. Karen, you just didn't do yourself a favor. You done did good all season talking about, "I can't talk about it, I can't talk about it, I can't talk about it." But then here you go, "Was I drunk?" "Well, I did get in the car drunk and I drove off, but I called the driver as I always do." So do you always get in the car and drink and then say, "Oh, I think I need a driver"? Karen, you shouldn't have did this season. I feel like you would have did better taking a season off, handle your charges, and then come back when all the charges and whatever jail time you might get, because I think they're going to give you a little bit of time, Karen. I do. I'm just honestly do. And once you wrap up your DUI, then you come back and explain yourself, because you're still talking about you and Ray having problems and all of. Karen, we don't care what the excuse is. There's never a valid reason for drinking and driving. And the way these ladies drag you is deserving. You need to be dragged. You need to be dragged by your friends on the show. You need to be dragged by us on the YouTube. You need to be dragged by the people on Twitter so you can see how serious what you did is. Because I don't think Karen is taking it lightly, but the way you're coming off is coming off like, "I'm the grand dame. I'm going to fight this. I'm going to beat this. I don't have any 2 DUIs. These are allegations." I I think Karen should have took the season off because I just think it's not a good look. I mean, Mia might have set you up, but you definitely took yourself down. But anyway, let's get past that situation. Do they break? Because I think some point Wendy talking about the swimming pool. I don't care. Look, all these ladies did was fuss and fight, and it seemed like within 24 hours. They break from the table. Everybody put their pajamas on, and they're counting down to midnight to celebrate Wendy's birthday. And let me tell you, I never wanted somebody's birthday to be over so bad in my life. Ugh, Jesus. I am a big birthday celebrator. And for my birthday, I do like to celebrate me. And I'm a Leo. And you know how much they say Leos love to talk about themselves and make everything about themselves. And at times I do. But I'm not one of them birthday people that like, what's the hour to my birthday? Oh, it's my birthday. It's all about me. What you gonna do for my, like, I'm not one of those people. Like, for me, my birthday, I want to do what I want to do. I will pay for it. I will get the tickets. Like this year for my birthday, I went to 2 concerts that I really wanted to go to, which was SWV, Escape, and Missy Elliott. Both of those were in the month of August. My birthday is in August. And that's what I want to do for my birthday. And for those concerts, I wore my little birthday stash, even though it wasn't on my actual birthday. But but I'm just not one of them. I don't like to be around people where every hour. It's my birthday's in 2 hours. Only got 1 more hour of being 30. Oh, that shit will aggravate me. And I will distance myself, cut off. Now, when it is actually your birthday, I will turn up for you. Happy birthday, Hades. But all that countdowns and count ups and all, that's aggravating. I don't care. I don't care nothing about it. And Wendy, I couldn't take Wendy talk about her birthday one last time. But they sat up with Wendy. Again, very boring. These people not your friends. They just doing this for the show. They sat up with Wendy to midnight because Wendy was saying something about herself. And y'all know I like to drag Ashley in her forehead. But Wendy, it was in mid-sentence and Ashley was like 5, 4, 3. I was like, bitch. I said, Ashley, you better count down and shut Wendy up because we don't care, girl. We don't care. Happy birthday. Now let's go to sleep. Okay, that's what they did the next day. I'm telling you, it had to be 45 minutes of the episode had to send around breakfast the next day. They ain't do shit else. They counted down to Wendy's birthday and then they argued, fuss, and fight for 45 minutes at the breakfast the next day. Stephanie, you ain't never lied. I was thinking about it hard for the past few episodes, and I don't know how other people feel, but for me, without Candace as a friend, Wendy is not likable for me. Like, Wendy is not it for me. I'd rather watch Stacey than Wendy because Wendy comes off as a highly intelligent woman who has it going on. She had everything going for her, but she wants to be a reality star. So she dumbs herself down and does too much to be on this show. When I like Wendy, I don't want to say too much because I don't want people to think I'm dragging Wendy. I just feel like Wendy has so much more going on than when she wanted to just play reality. Like, I feel like she wants to be this reality star so bad that she's not being her authentic self. Because all it is, it's annoying. I don't like it, but let's move on from it. It's actually Wendy's birthday, and let's just get it on and pop. And I ain't take no notes. I really don't know what happened in the house. The first thing we have coming up is Mia and Jacqueline have a conversation about Gordon and some text messages because Gordon losing it at the house because Mia left her. But something about who cares? Look, I'm over Mia and Gordon. And I agree 100% with Jacqueline. Girl, if you ever want any kind of peace in your current relationship, which they say y'all done unfollowed each other off of the Instagram already. Now, I ain't went to check because I don't care that much. But they said y'all already unfollowed each other. But if you do want any peace with this radio DJ, you need to cut Gordon off. I don't care if the man is 80 years old. Where's his family? Where's his children that's grown? Where's his brothers, his sisters, his aunts, his uncles, his cousins, his nieces, his nephews? If everybody in his family dislikes him, then that's something he has to worry about. But if you're no longer financially tied to him, where you're no longer sucking the finances out of this man, because I do believe you sucked that man finances dry, let him go. If you want to divorce this man, he's no longer your responsibility. Let somebody else do it. If you don't want to do it and you feel financially obligated to help him, hire that man a nurse. Put that man in some kind of facility. If he don't want to take his meds and he got to have all these manic episodes, put him in a facility where he can get some help. Put him in a nursing home. Ain't he 80, 85 years old? Put him somewhere where somebody can take care of him and go on with your life. But you're doing too much. I ain't never seen the ex-wife do this much for their ex-husband. And I'm over it. Because y'all ain't gonna do nothing but lie anyway. Can somebody, because I ain't one of them people that's gonna go down to the courthouse, but can somebody go down to the courthouse and see if Mia is like Ashley? Have they filed a piece of paperwork for divorce? Or is she like Ashley and they just talking about it? Because if this is something they just talking about, I'm really ready to fast forward. But it's a sad day when I gotta agree with Jacqueline. But I do agree with Jacqueline. Like, let go of this man. Go find you a different apartment building, a nice townhouse or something. Go somewhere and do something and leave us out of the group chat because we don't care. Anyway, who gets into it next? They sit down and have breakfast, and then the fakest scene of it all, Gizelle calls Wendy. And she's singing, "Happy birthday, it's your birthday, I love you, my best friend. Look at my best friend, she's a real bad bitch," all of that. And I'm like, bitch, this some fake shit. Number one, if I don't even like you, the most I'm gonna do is tell you, if we just faking and fronting for the TV show, the most I'm gonna do is go on Facebook and hit one of them happy birthdays and put it on your page. That's the most I'm gonna do. I'm not FaceTiming you. Gizelle, ain't you on the airplane? You could have did all this fake shit when you got there. I don't like fake Gizelle and fake Wendy at all. I like it better when y'all was reading each other. Now, I know production talked to y'all asses, but production, it's more entertaining when they was coming at each other's necks than this, "Oh, that's my new best friend. Oh, I can't wait till you get here to celebrate my birthday. I can't wait to celebrate with you." Because that's just some fake shit, and I can't take it. I can't take it. Because I know some people are like, "Oh, I like the leaf Gizelle is turning over." What leaf? Gizelle is still a mean bitch. She just wants a check. She's going to play along probably for a season or two. But whenever, Gizelle will be back. Mean Dragon Gizelle will be back. On Watch What Happens Live, Mia stated Gordon has a new young girlfriend. Mia lies so much. Mia could say the sky was purple. That don't mean shit. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to curse as much. I finally did get the little pin number to remonetize my channel, so I will have it back monetized by the next set of reviews. But I could curse now because they done took the monetization off for a minute. But anyway, Gordon I don't believe it. Who the hell want to be with Gordon? Let Mia tell it. Now, I know it's some young girls that will hop on an old penis for some change, but let Mia tell it. Gordon ain't got any change. He doesn't have any more money. Mia's paying all of his bills, and Mia might have to pay him spousal support because she's the one working now and he isn't. Again, Mia is a liar. We don't know. But I don't know any young girls that just want to be with Gordon for the sake of it, especially you done got on here and said this man is bipolar. He goes through manic depressive episodes. He locked you up in a closet. He did all this bullshit to you, but you telling me it's a young girl that's willing to sign up and take your spot. Okay, I don't believe it. Show me the girl. Put her on the show. I just don't believe it. But anyway, I said that earlier, DM Rocks, that Mia and Ink unfollowed each other on Instagram, but who cares? I don't care. Who is a part of the Instagram police that sits up every day to see who follows and unfollows each other? Because I don't even know how to go look for that. If you unfollow me on Instagram, I promise I will never know. Because how do you, I don't even know how to go look for that. Sounds like Ink wasn't that permanent like Mia's tag. Oh, all right, Taj. I know that's right, but I don't even know what Mia tagline is. But anyway, who was we talking about? Oh, I was talking about the fakeness of Gizelle and Wendy. Let's fast forward past that. Who got into fussing and fighting first? Let's just talk about what I remember. I remember Jacqueline is piping up. No, was it Jacqueline or was it me? Somebody started it with KK. What they say to KK? Who cares? Let's go with what I remember. Somebody said KK wasn't your man a drug dealer, and KK was like, "Ooh, not my man. He a nurse or whatever. What is her man? Some kind of entrepreneur. Who ain't an entrepreneur? Look." She said, not my man. And it was like, we ain't talking about your current man, but one of them men in the past. And she was like, girl, I don't care about one of my men from the past. And they was calling him in the streets and all this. And then she was like, but what about your past? And me was like, yeah, I was a stripper. But see, KK, you should have dragged me. Oh, you should have, you could have made me a cry. Because I would have like, yeah, he was a drug dealer in the streets. The same street your mama and daddy was on that had you up in a group home. That's what you should have told me. And shut her ass right up. The same one. Yeah, he was in them same low budget streets that your mama was on. Right? Mia makes it easy for y'all to drag her. KK, I don't know why you ran off crying. But anyway, up next, Mia calls her stitches. And she got all upset. Don't you talk about my stitches. And then here come Ashley and her forehead. I'm talking about Ashley and her forehead. Let me make my forehead look a little bit better before I start dragging Ashley at us. Y'all see I'm pulling all my braids to the front so I can talk about Ashley forehead. Okay. But here come Ashley and her forehead talking about, I don't see a scar. Did you use your skincare? What happened to your scar? Girl, if it was ever a time to take a drink and go bloop, that would have been time to splash Ashley. And maybe don't accidentally cut her nothing, because then, she going to call the police and all that. But that would have been the perfect time to splash Ashley and drag her forehead. Girl, you got up and started crying over Ashley and her forehead, talking about your scar. You could have ended Ashley with like, bitch, fuck you. One of them. Because Ashley ain't gonna go too much back and forth with you, and she definitely ain't gonna swing or nothing. You could just cuss Ashley out real quick and kept it pumping. Don't talk about my scar. Anybody can talk about my scar, but you, Ashley, you know it. I was like, Kiana, KK, you going, is that her name, Kiana? Did I get it right? KK, you went down bad. As soon as you got up crying and you had to go downstairs and Wendy had to go woo, woo, woo you on the back, you lost. It was over for you, KK. And then if you can't take somebody talking about your scar, then this might not be the show for you. You did all that swinging around Candace, protecting Candace and bottles and stuff, and you gonna let them talking about your scar make you cry? You went down bad, KK. You went down bad. But Wendy patted you on the back. You went back upstairs. You said, nobody talks about my scar, especially not you, Ashley. You know it. And Stacey talking about, it's Wendy's birthday. Girl, we don't give a damn about Wendy and her birthday. We here to make a TV show. And Karen really didn't give a damn because she said, well, Jacqueline, you still messing with your ex because I heard he had 27 counts down at the police station and got fired. I said, Karen, not you went and did exactly what Mia said you was going to do. You done went down to sleep, called up all your blogger friends and said, who got the tea on Jacqueline? And they said, well, you know her man and had 27 charges down at the police department and got fired back in the day. Go ahead and hit her with that. Because Karen, you wasn't sitting on that. Because if you would have knew that the night before, you would have threw that in Jacqueline's face the night before. Not Mia done clocked your tea, Karen. All of y'all do it. All of y'all got blogger friends. I know it. It's a part of the game now. Did you hear about how Giselle is? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that at the end, DM Rocks, because I ain't put the slideshow together, but I got the tweets in my phone. So now Jacqueline and her feelings, and then everybody's like, we don't talk about the past, and it was like, well, bitch, your friend the one who talked about the past first. What you talking about? If Mia would have shut her trap up about drug dealing boyfriends, and we really don't know what Ink do. If Mia would have shut her trap, none of this would have came out. None of it. I mean, Karen probably still would have tagged Jacqueline, but none of that other stuff would have even came out. Anyway, let's get over all of that, because anything else that happened at that table was a waste of time. So now Karen done made Mia and Jacqueline real mad. They done got out their cell phones and they said, we wasn't going to do this to Karen, but here go all the charges. Let's show them to the camera so they can be on the TV show. You ain't have to show them to the camera. We all read all them charges when we heard Karen got arrested. So we can not, just like y'all could read, we could read. And we was all looking like, Karen did what? She got charged with what? You ain't do nothing too big and bad with that, Mia, because trust, we knew. But Mia said, no, I'm going to bring it to the show. I wasn't going to do this before, but let me read: reckless driving, hitting trees, endangering children, endangering other people on the road, bottles of Stella Rosa in the back. Like, Mia read it all. And I said, okay, well, it's fair. Karen did say read it. She ain't say nothing about not reading it on camera. But whatever. Here comes Stacey. I don't like what you did to Karen. That's my friend. And I don't appreciate y'all messing with my friend. Girl, what you defending her for? You defending drinking and driving? You defending Stella Rose in the back seat? You defending people hitting trees and messing up people's yards with they drinking and driving? This what you defending? I ain't know nothing about all that. Look, let me tell y'all something. I used to dislike Stacey. I forgot that her boyfriend called at some point of the show as well, but I don't care. That man wants to sleep with you to the letter of K. I ain't claiming no man that tell me he wants to sleep with me to the letter of K. Anyway, this is when I finally found out, the last 20 seconds of this show is when I found out Stacey is here to make reality TV. Yeah, she coming off a little bit dingy, a little bit lost, a little bit confused, a little bit like she ain't never seen this show before. That's an act. Stacey has watched every episode of every season. When she got up on here and came to Karen, it's like, the girls just showed me all of your charges. I ain't know nothing about that. And Karen was like, I ain't about to talk about it. She's like, we ain't got to talk about it. I just wanted to know, should I be concerned? Because the girl said you were thinking about going to rehab. Do I need to take you? And then the thing went off. I said, Stacey, I see you, girl. Now, unless it was some tricky editing, I didn't hear them girls say nothing about Karen wanted to go to rehab. They said Karen should go to rehab. And I agree. This is off subject, but we've seen enough celebrity DUIs in the past to where none of them immediately go on camera and say, we can't talk about it. Most of the time, celebrities immediately check themselves in some kind of rehab. They trying to show the courts that to acknowledge, yes, I have a problem, but I'm taking the steps to correct the problem. I feel like that should have been Karen's first. I would have respected it. That's kind of what I thought she would do. Like, I don't have a problem with anybody getting drunk because I already told y'all. That's why I didn't do Survivor the other night. I had went out and had some martinis, and when I got home, it was a wrap. I couldn't do nothing on the camera. I was a little bit tipsy, and I had to take a nap. It's nothing wrong with getting drunk. The issue is with the driving. So I don't like when people throw it in Karen's face that she was drunk. If she went behind the wheel of a car and she want to drink in the house and drunk dial y'all on the phone, that's her business. Just don't answer the call. Hang up in her face if she drunk and you don't want to be bothered. But them ladies said Karen should have went to rehab. Stacey done threw it in Karen's face. They said you wanted to go to rehab, and should I be concerned? Do I need to have an intervention? Do I need to pack you a bag? I cannot wait to see how Karen responds to this next week. Karen, they are on your neck. They are on your throat. Everyone, you should have known. You cannot go out and get a DUI and be a cast of a show on the Bravo network and not think that the cast isn't like, cha-ching, storyline for us all. Foot on Karen's throat, season 9, let's go. I wouldn't have came on. Karen is not going to rehab. She doesn't want to miss that check. If she might go to jail, I'd rather go to rehab. She could have went. They didn't start filming right after that DUI. It was at least a month or two. I can't recall the timeline, but she could have went away for a good 60 days and then jumped right back into the series. I think they might have respected her more. They might have respected her more. I don't know, because it just kind of feel like, I don't know what Karen's doing, but it's good luck. I don't want to see the Grand Dame go to jail, but I think the judge might hit her with a good 90 days. I think she might get a good 90 days because she needs to learn a lesson, because this is DUI number 2. And a little stint of rehab, because just I agree with Mia, and this is the only thing I agree with Mia. They said the drug driving accident was around the anniversary of her parents' death. And I'm also someone who I have not lost a parent. I don't know how that grief feels. I don't even want to try to imagine how that grief feels. So I can understand her going through a couple of things on the anniversary of her parents passing. But still, go lay on somebody's sofa. Go lay down. Or if you need to drink in the house. That's what I do. Stacey is definitely playing the housewife game. She is. She didn't know about the DUI from Stacey's first scene. How did she know? How did everybody on Instagram and Twitter and we immediately knew about it, but Stacey, who lives in the town, didn't know that somebody done tow up the yard up the street and crashed their car in a tree. She live in that town. You ain't see the tire marks all up and down the sidewalk and in the grass, and you live in the town, but Stacey didn't know that was Karen. All right. Stacey is playing the game. Stacey is playing the game the best. I'm tired of everybody else kissing Karen's ass. We're learning from the Grand Dame. This is how you check somebody. This is how you end somebody. No, it ain't. Karen ain't do nothing but throw some old tea in their face, which is what they doing to Karen. No, not 90 days in jail. Karen gonna get something. No disrespect, but Bravo ain't Hollywood. And we've seen people in Hollywood on a second DUI get a good 30 days. Karen is just over here on the Bravo. And I don't know if Bravo has that much pull to get her out of a second DUI. They already done already denied all the stuff she's throwing out there. Like, you didn't read me my Miranda rights, so you shouldn't have searched my car. agree to do a breathalyzer so you can't say I was drunk because I ain't agreed to do it. Like Karen is throwing everything, every loophole she can at the judge's desk, and the judge is like, deny, 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 which is telling me the judge is going to come back at you harder because you aren't taking this seriously. Now, I can understand, don't get on Bravo and admit all your guilt, but when you get in front of the judge, that's why I felt like she should have went to rehab for a good 60 days to show the judge she's taking her actions seriously. And maybe he might be a little bit lenient on you. He might be like, okay, rich lady, go ahead and give me a cute little fine and don't do it no more. You did your rehab. Third time you out. But I think the judge might sit Karen down. I'm not a judge, but I would. Remember, Stacey asked Karen if she was okay to drink in front of her. Right. So how she ain't know about all them charges? Stacey, don't turn into a Mia now. I don't want to see Karen in a jumpsuit either. Hopefully probation and rehab. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe if it was her first DUI, she might get a little bit of probation. And she was driving on a suspended license. And the car she was driving wasn't even registered. She didn't get her registration. Karen was all wrong. Karen was wrong all over the driving ed book. She done broke all the laws. You was drinking. You wasn't even supposed to be driving if you was sober because you ain't had no license. And even if you did have a license, you shouldn't have been driving that car because it wasn't registered. Karen was all wrong. Oh, she about to get sat down. Hey, let's talk about the tweets. Let me find it. It wasn't really a tweet. You know what made the episode a little bit good? Giselle wasn't there. That's what it was. Shout out to the twins for graduating. I ain't care nothing about what Jamal Bryant was saying, but I do love Giselle and her daughters. I don't like Giselle at all. At all. But I do love Giselle and her daughters, and I did like seeing a little bit of graduation ceremony. Now, where's the tweet? Giselle Bryant says she tired of Mia's constant lying. Mia does not understand the word truth, and I'm getting bored with it. I had to like and agree with. I ain't have to. I could have just kept scrolling Instagram and act like I ain't seen nothing Giselle put on there. But I did take the opportunity to comment on the post, and I said I agree with Giselle. I am tired of you lying, Mia, because if this is your life, Giselle is your favorite. Oh, I don't know how you like to come over here and listen to me. I constantly drag Giselle, but I think I ain't drag her this week because she wasn't there to be dragged. But back to my point. I don't forget it. If this is Mia's, like if everything Mia says about her life is true, I need her to go on over there to Tyler Perry. Let him give you a little bit of money to license this, because this sounds like a great soap opera episode, like a good story. I don't believe 99.6% of the stuff that comes out of Mia's mouth. 99.6. If Mia says the sky is blue, I'll believe that, but that's it. And I still got to go outside and look for myself. Mia claps back. Where to clap back? Mia says, I'm not cleaning up a single rumor after Giselle Bryant calls her in a recent interview. Well, Mia, you don't understand the difference between rumor and lie. No one said there was a rumor out there about you. We called you a liar. And there's nothing to clean up, because even if you try to clean it up, we're calling you a liar. So we ain't asking for no clarification because we ain't going to believe it no way. I don't know who thought Mia was a good idea. I was reading this on Twitter that somebody gassed up Bravo and said Mia was the new it for this show, and she's not. I think they should have fired Mia before they fired a lot of people, because now it seems like the show is scripted. Now it seems like people just come on here and lie to be lying because Mia can say whatever, get away with. We gonna bring up shit from 5 years ago, get away with it. We gonna tell the truth a little bit and lie most of the time. Like the show is becoming scripted. It's becoming really fake. Candace, can you come back next season? Because this one ain't it. This one ain't it. Love the twins. They shade Giselle better than half the cast. They do. They do. I do love her girls. I agree with Giselle. Mia brought not the cabaret to Potomac. Mia brought Jocelyn on the show to get dragged. Oh, she did bring Jocelyn on the show. Did she? I thought Jocelyn was on Married to Medicine. She came on one of these shows. I can't remember. I thought it was Married to Medicine, no. Because she was talking about somebody's taxes. Mia even lied about, right, we don't even know how old that lady is. The face say about 55. Her face says 55, but I don't know. How did she grow up in Miami? I don't think she grew up in Miami, but how did she? I don't know. Mia lies so much. I ain't even going to try to figure him out. I'm not even going to try to figure him out. She did IVF and somehow Ink is the father. Look. Them her children, if she want her children to go through the scrutiny of not knowing who their daddy is, because y'all seen all them suspect challenges on TikTok. Hey, Dr. Ivy girl, it was Married to Medicine. Thank you. Where they be like, suspect this, and then the couples end up roasting each other, and it'd be cute. But it's a couple of them suspect challenges where the other one be like, suspect don't know who his daddy is. And they really be in their feelings and the suspect challenge be over. If Mia wants to submit her son to that kind of scrutiny so she could be on Bravo, then that's all I need to know about her. That's her character. She don't give a damn about them kids. Mia, she should have been fired when she threw that drink on Wendy and a purse. I'm telling you, to me, every time somebody pisses me off on Potomac, I'm splashing their ass with a glass of wine. Because Mia has set the standard that we can throw drinks in people's face and nothing can be done about it. Like, you set the standard, Bravo, that drink throwing is okay because you didn't establish a pattern or a line, but you really ain't established a line with Monique either, because Monique quit and didn't get it. But we ain't going back to Monique. We ain't going back there. But anyway, oh, you meant Jacqueline. I don't understand Jacqueline, because I don't understand how you want to be back friends with somebody who dragged you the way Mia dragged you and insinuated you slept with their husband for a Porsche. And then put all your business on the street. Y'all be sharing men. She telling you, oh, my man got a good peen. Go ahead and sit on it. You know, that's too much. Didn't she lose her job over Mia in her lies? It ain't that much friendship in the world, but I'm about to get off of here because I'm about to talk about Survivor. That's all I have for Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm about to give Survivor a good 30 minutes as well, and then I'm about to go cook my dinner and enjoy the football game. It is Monday Night Football, y'all. Who played? I don't even know who played tonight. It don't matter. It don't matter. I need to finish watching From. I fell asleep on From last night. But anyway, y'all don't care about what I'm about to do when I get off here. Oh, it was funny because they were arguing with each other, talking about, you was looking for a flute and I got a flute before you. I said, ooh, have mercy. Who got the flute this season? Does Kiana have the flute? I know Stacy has the flute. They took Jazzy's flute. I don't think Jacqueline has one. Maybe they gave it to KK. I don't remember who's holding the flute this season, but oh, it's right here. Kiana has a flute and Stacy. Okay. Okay, Kiana and Stacy. Good luck. I hope y'all can keep them. I'm already ready to snatch Kiana's just for letting Ashley make her cry. Go ahead and snatch it up from KK. She can't handle it. You could never, if Ashley can make you cry. Where's Candace when you need her? This Wendy's birthday needed Candace because Candace would have gathered up a lot of people at that table and I would have been living for it. But oh well, Giselle, you ruined it. Anyway, I'm about to be out of here. I'm about to get into Survivor. If you don't care about Survivor, I will see y'all next Monday for Real Housewives of Potomac. If you do care about Survivor, I will see you in about 30 seconds so we can get into it. I am catching up on all the videos tonight. With that being said, please like the video, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.